Make some noise for Nik Macik.
Was Kevin talking about our voting issues down here in Florida? Did I hear something about discrepancies? We have exciting elections. That's what we have in Florida. We don't have discrepancies. We just have the most exciting elections in the country. Our elections are nationally televised events, you guys. People from all over the country are like, what the fuck is Florida gonna do this time? This should be interesting. Did you guys remember our last governor election was Ron DeSantis versus Andrew Gillum? This was a really close race. And Gillum ended up losing. And shortly after that, they found him passed out naked in a hotel room with a meth pipe and a gay male prostitute. Can you imagine the party he would have had if he had won? I wrote him in this year. I was like, let's see what happens. Be like Sunfest on gay meth. He lost again. Bunch of you are looking at me like I'm your disappointing grandson. It's for real for them. Just like him, huh? I just found out that my grandmother has a boyfriend. Which, yeah, no, I thought it was really sweet until she told me it was an open relationship. I was like, is that really necessary? Are you just crushing so much ass at the nursing home? You gotta keep your options open? I'm pretty sure she just can't remember which guy she's banging. It's tough though. You know you're in a slump when your grandma's getting more ass than you are? I don't even know what to tell you guys. Women just have terrible taste in me. This place is nice. This is probably the nicest escape room in Florida. We lock the doors. You can't get out if you're thinking about it at some point. Glad most of you know what an escape room is. For those of you who have never done one of these, they lock you in a room. You have to try to get out. It's like the opposite of an insurrection. Whoa, sorry if anyone was there. I feel like I would be better at escape rooms if there was something outside other than Florida. Like, why are we trying to get out of this air-conditioned game room? Let's hang out in here a little longer. I just found out they have Florida-themed escape rooms in other parts of the country. Yeah, they're called rehab facilities. And they're a lot harder to get out of. I think my favorite thing about Florida is women with tan lines. Yeah, I heard one woo back there. But let me tell you something. Every man in this room has a fetish for tan lines. See some of you guys checking with your man. He does, we do. I don't even know exactly what it is though, guys. There's just something about it. Like when all the clothes come off, it looks like somebody went over all the best parts with a highlighter. Which is great because we also don't like asking for directions. We're like, this is where you need to focus. These are your target areas. This is what you need to be paying attention closely to. I went to the dermatologist for the first time recently. So I go in, they make you put on the giant paper towel and whatever. And I'm sitting there, and in walks this beautiful young woman doctor. And I'm like, this is terrible. I was like, this could not possibly go any worse. How is this even an option for me? I'm sitting there, and she's going through over every inch of my body, just like, identifying everything that's wrong with me. And I'm like, oh, this does actually make sense. This is a good job for a woman. So I started thinking to myself, I'm like, what if she likes me? Because anytime a woman starts criticizing me, that's the first thing I think of. Thanks, Mom. So I'm sitting there wishing I had worn nicer underwear. And I'm thinking, like, how do I do this? How do I, is there a good way to do this? So finally I'm just like, all right, be smooth, be cool, be cool. And I'm like, hey, listen, I don't know if you're into this or not, but if you are, maybe you could write your phone number on the back of that wart cream prescription. So now I have to find a new dermatologist. But I realized, I was like, there's certain people you want in certain positions in your life when you're interacting with them. Like, I want my dermatologist, my next one, I want it to be like an old white man. That's the guy. And just because I trust that he has the knowledge to identify what's wrong with me, Like, she had perfect skin. Like, how the fuck is she gonna know what's wrong? I want an old white man. He'll be like, I've had that, I got that in the Philippines. That's who you want in that situation. I realized there are certain people you want in certain positions because of their expertise. So I was like I don't like bigots, but if I went to a Harley Davidson dealership, I expect there to be a Confederate flag somewhere. If you go to the nail salon, they better not be speaking English. And the only person that I'm gonna trust if I am getting a piercing is someone who's transgender. Because the first question I ask them is going to be, do you think this is a good place for a hole? And they're going to be like, well, it depends on what you want to put in it. Guys, my name's Nik Macik. You've been wonderful. Thank you so much.
One more time for Nik Macik.